Hello, friends. Welcome to my vlog. Today, in this vlog, we will be discussing about how to use the various trading indicators to see how the stock will be performing and when should we enter the trade and when should we exit the trade. So, come on, let's begin. So, as you can see, today we will be doing the study or technical analysis on Power Finance Corporation. Over here, if you can see, our first indicator would be RSI, Relative Strength Index. So it is over here like this. So as you can see, uh, in this, all the available indicators are based on the mathematical calculations of various professionals. So here we will be seeing uh, a zone from 30 to 70, and as we can observe over here, a trader can enter the zone whenever the stock price comes at 30 level or might come down below 30th level. As you can see, this Power Finance Corporation for the past 1 year has only come down once the 30th level. And if the trader would have entered in this level, and he should have waited for a long time to reach the 70th level. But uh, the trading volume or the traders who have been in this stock is, or say, very minimal. They were only trading for a very small, minute amount of time. But as you can see over here, now it has crossed the 78th mark. So we can always believe that the stock price will always be entering into this zone again, as you can see in this. After it has entered 84, then again it has come back into the bracket of 30 to 70, and slowly it has come to the 30th level. So if the trader would have entered at the 30th level over here, then he would have exited around 70, then he would have made a good gain. So this would be our first indicator, RSI. So we can suggest and say that whenever the stock price enters or comes down below 30th level, a trader can purchase over here and can exit the stock as soon as the stock price touches the 70th level. So this is about RSI. So our next indicator would be moving averages. So here in this moving average, I will be uh, talking about 20 days moving average and 50 days moving average. So in this, we can see whenever the stock price crosses the 20 days moving average or 50 days moving average, we can always see an uptrend following. So over here, we can see that it has crossed the 20 days moving average, it has crossed the 50 days moving average. So whenever a stock crosses both the moving averages, then we can possibly say that the trader can enter over here whenever it crosses the 20 days moving average, and you can see an upward trend for a very long time. So again here, with respect to the indicators and all, so I would suggest that follow the candlestick pattern based on whether it's giving a bullish upward trend or the trend has stopped and again the bearish trend has started. So over here, we can say that as there is an inverted hammer, the trader would can exit the trade at this spot. So from the level of 87 to 117 would be the profit which the trader would have gained from this. And similarly, now again, the stock has crossed the 20 days moving average, and again, it has crossed the 50 days moving average. But again, here we can see a standalone hammer followed by a bearish engulfing. Because of that, the stock price has come down, and again, it is trying to cross the 20 days moving average. So I would suggest that the trader can enter the trade as soon as it crosses the 20 days moving average, and he can keep a stop loss around 130 to 131 and can exit over here for a short time. But as you can see here, there is somewhat of resistance. If this stock is able to break this resistance, then the next target would be of around 139, which the trader can see of. But the trader should see, as soon as he enters the stock after at around 125 rupees, if it breaks this point, then it would be of a great or a good profit to the trader. So this would be the return which the trader will be getting. And now we will be concentrating on Bollinger Bands and how is the stock movement restricted in this band. So this is another indicator through which the trader can enter whenever the stock price goes below the band width. As you can see over here, the band has exited and come out of the stock price had exited and come out of the band. In this, the trader could have entered over here and could have exited around 127 rupees. Then this would be his return, which he would have got by trading in this. So similarly, we can always see that the stock prices will always be inside the bands. So whenever they come outside the band and based on the candlestick pattern, the trader can enter the trade, and as soon as it exits the band, the trader should focus or should come out of the trade, because there is a tendency that the stock price will again come into the band. As you can see over here, after reaching 132, it has again come inside the band, and again it has gained some volume, and again it has risen. So again, if you can see over here, this is an inverted hammer. But it's not, but there is no confirmation that it might uh, give a bearish pattern. So if the trader would have waited over here based on the candlestick pattern, then he could have exited around 133 rupees. And after this inverted hammer, there is again a bearish engulfing pattern, because of which the stock price has come down. And again, there is a doji. Then after that, you can see a good uptrend. So most probably, we can see that the trader can enter whenever the stock price comes below the band and can exit as soon as it exits the band upper band width. So this is about how to use the Bollinger Bands. And now I would like to even say about how to use fib retracement level on this. So let's see over here, and yeah. So as soon as there is a bearish trend going on, it again started for an uptrend, of bullish uptrend. And here, if you see, the trader could have entered at this point after the stock price crossed this. and we can always expect the stock to reach the highest point again. But we all the levels of 0.236, 0.382, 0.5, and 0.618, all these point acts as support or resistance for the stock price to go up or again to come down. So here in the first, let's see, after this it has breaken, so we can say that it would again go up till 0.382. So after two candles again it went till here, but it wasn't able to get a good support and acted as resistance, and it again came down. But after some time it was able to again break this resistance level. After that it again came down for some time, again the same level. As you can see, it did not go below that level. If it would have gone below this level, then it would have again come down to the uh, zero level, from where again it would have started, or it might again go down. So it didn't happen that way. So it again went up, and again it break the zero point 0.5 level. It again broke 0.618 level, but again it has struggled in zero point 0.7 level. So now if we see over here, if this candle is able to break 126 level and again 122 level, which is again acting as a resistance for the stock price. If it breaks here, then the next target would be 140. So in this way, the traders can use these various indicators along with the fib retracement level to see when to enter the stock and when to exit the stock. I hope you have understand what I have told you till now regarding the indicators. There are three indicators which are mostly used by majority of the traders, which is RSI, moving average, Bollinger Bands. So based on this and the fib retracement level of bullish uptrend, we can always make a good trade, and we can enter and exit without what you say, being in a panic mode. So this is what is the basics of the indicators and how as a beginner a trader can enter and exit the stock. I hope you have understood and you have liked all these indicators. So stay connected, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.